Forza Horizon 4 will be delisted in December. And this is very sad news because despite the many flaws and the slightly disappointing moments, it actually does many things better than Forza Horizon 5. So to celebrate its existence, here's a video on that. So let's hit 4,000 likes on this video to show respect to FH4. And also, what do you prefer, Forza Horizon 4 or Forza Horizon 5? And hello, it is I, and let's get to this video. Now the progression in Horizon 4 is no word of a doubt way better than it is in Horizon 5. Because as the starter class we get a Focus, a TT, and this really old Dodge Charger. But in Horizon 5, well, I don't even need to say what you get because you know already, and it's stupid. Like, how are we given these cars at the start of the game? And we get all of them? What do you mean? I mean, then again, the progression in Horizon 4 was not amazing either, but compared to Horizon 5, oh my days, it was so clear. Now, houses were first introduced in Forza Horizon 4, so you may be expecting Horizon 5 to have improved them, but they didn't! Because not only did this game have more houses, but the most expensive house in this game is way more expensive than the most expensive house in Horizon 5. Now, Forza Horizon 4 actually has a really cool feature which you've probably never noticed. Because look at the paddles when I'm shifting gears. Yep, they actually move. That is amazing. I mean, it literally just disconnects from the wheel column, which is a bit unrealistic, but it's so cool to see it actually moving. It's so amazing. I mean, just look at that. That's so cool. But in Forza Horizon 5, well, those animations are gone, which is very random. Like, why would you introduce these features and then just get rid of it in the next game? It's so weird. Now, the nighttime in Horizon 4 looks so much better than Horizon 5. I mean, just look at this. Look how dark everything is, and look how dim the light. Look at the sky, it's fully black. The only form of light are your headlights and your tail lights, and if they go out then you're doomed. This looks straight out of a horror film. It's crazy how dark and scary and eerie it is. Man, I really wish that nighttime could be like this eerie again in Horizon 6. That would be amazing. In Forza Horizon 4, there are actually quite a lot of drag strips. For example, look at this one in the main festival area. There's also this one on the beach, which is very random, but hey, that's a thing. And believe it or not, there is also one in the middle of a lake, which you can actually drive on and do drag strips on, and it's so much fun because you're sliding everywhere. Oh, and also, not only does Forza Horizon 4 have more drag strips, but it also has working drag lights, so you can actually practice your launches in like 3, 2, 1, send it! Oh my days, look at that launch. And there's no traction in the sand. But gentlemen, how the hell did this game do drag strips better than Horizon 5? Like, it's so crazy. Now, when Forza Horizon 4, the cutscenes were actually pretty decent. I mean, we saw a cutscene introducing Kira and Rebecca, then there was one introducing Joel, then there was one introducing the movie director guy, then there was one for Alex Strachan, then there was one for Joel, and there were so many cutscenes, and they were all really good. And then you compare that to Horizon 5, where there's only like one big cutscene at the start of the game, and that's it. Now, Forza Horizon 4 actually had some really weird quirky cars which are missing in Horizon 5. For example, we have the Tractor, which is literally a tractor. We also have the Mercedes E350D, which is a non-AMG Mercedes. Also, we have the Cyberpunk car, the Regalia, Bonds Esprit, and so many incredibly quirky cars. So yeah, man, I really hope that Forza could bring these cars back. I mean, I know they don't have the license for it, but those cars were amazing. Now, in this game, there is a really cool feature slash glitch which is really fun, and to find this glitch you need to find one of these yellow gates. Once you found this gate, go into drone mode and fly over the gate, and just like that you are in the festival. Yeah, and it's so cool to go exploring here because there are so many details which you will never see in the game, which are like so well animated and detailed, and like it's so well rendered. That's okay. Yep, don't go too far though, otherwise that happens. Here I'm driving a yellow GTA Spano, and oh, would you look at that? It actually looks yellow, which is amazing. Yellows actually properly look like yellow in Horizon 4. But in Horizon 5, it's this sort of like washed out, pale, pastel yellow, which looks a bit cringe, and it glows for some reason, which is very random. Jesus Christ, sorry about that, mate. In Forza Horizon 4, it was so hard to max out your car, as there's basically no road where it's completely straight. It always has these like slight bends to it, which sort of ruins your top speed run. And you might think this is a bad thing, but honestly, this was amazing because it made you scared to push your car to the limit. So, you know, you had to sort of find a limit when you're driving your car. And you know, this made for really exciting videos like this one that I made over 4 years ago. Hey. Yep, that still gives me goosebumps to this day. Now in Forza Horizon 4, there is a really cool feature, because if you stop your car and then wait a few seconds and then reverse it to like here and then go to replay or rewind, go to view replay, hold the right trigger very gently and then go to take photo, and then the car should be moving, and then if you move your camera to the front of the car like here, watch this, yeah, the car goes forward and then it's gonna go backwards. And look at that, we're inside the car, oh yeah. And now you can admire the incredible detail in the photo mode of this game inside your car, which is amazing. Now you might be thinking, oh, wasn't this a feature in Horizon 5 as well? Well, it was a feature in Horizon 5, but they decided to patch it, which is very, very annoying. So yeah, Horizon 4 and Horizon 3 are the only games where you can actually do this, so yeah. Whoa, what on earth is this? Is this a railway crossing? Oh, it is! Look at that train go by, look at that. And now I can drive off again, which is so cool. It's so cool for role-playing, the fact that there are like railway crossings in this game in the middle of the road. But in Horizon 5, the only way you can actually drive over the train tracks is if you force yourself to, which is stupid. In Forza Horizon 4, we actually drive on the correct side of the road. Hey, rule Britannia, Britannia rules the ways. But only a handful of cars are actually right-hand drives, so yeah, that's kind of annoying. Now, the car culture in Forza Horizon 4 was actually pretty well portrayed. I mean, we got cars like this Austin FX4, which is the black cab, as you all know, as well as so many British classic cars as well. But in Horizon 5, well, it took us like 2 years, like over 2 years to get the Nissan Suru, and the only Mexican car we really got at launch was a Beetle, which is an existing car in the game already. Honestly, the portrayal of car culture in Horizon 5 is abysmal compared to this, but I still feel like Horizon 3 portrayed the car culture the best. Now in Forza Horizon 4, we of course had seasons, which lots of people hated and a lot of people loved, but I was a bit like 50-50 on it, because sometimes if it's a season that I don't like, then I just don't play the game. But I loved how the map changed for each season. It was like a completely different map every single week. It was amazing. So yep, I kind of had a bit of a love-hate relationship with the seasons in this game, but did you like the seasons? Let me know in the comments down below. In Forza Horizon 4, the traffic cars were actually very diverse as well. I mean, you know, you get the buses, the trucks, the cars, and the transit vans like you get in Horizon 5, but you also get tractors driving on the road, which is actually a common occurrence in the UK if you live near the countryside. And during winter, you will actually see snow gritters as well, which is very amazing. Like, I love how they only come out during winter. Like, the traffic varies depending on the month and the season, which is amazing. Like, this is such good attention to detail. Now, let's be honest, basically any Horizon city is better than Guanajuato, but Edinburgh was actually pretty special. Because though this is an old city, it actually has lots of modern elements, which sort of adds atmosphere to the game. And you know, you can really tell that people actually live here. Like, it actually feels like a habitable city. I mean, the city is very small, which is probably my only complaint about the city, but honestly, the city itself is actually pretty cool. Now, in Forza Horizon 4, we had the one and only legendary Tommygins. Oh yeah. And yeah, man, he's basically a character that appears in the Forza monthly live streams. Like, he'd show a car and he'd be like, oh, you can buy this car for 1,000 Forza points, but I've discounted it for you for just 100. But now, well, he's left Playground Games to make Maverick Games and make his own racing game with Mike Brown, big up them. So yep, unfortunately, Tommygins is no more, which is very sad news, but hey, at least we get a new racing game, so yeah, fair play to Maverick Games, and good luck on your adventures. Now, the atmosphere in Horizon 4 is way better than it is in Horizon 5, because I love the way how all of these shops have their own names, and the interiors are very detailed. It actually feels like people live here, and they do their weekly shop and stuff. It's so amazing, and look at the amount of traffic density, oh my god. But yeah, though we don't have any pedestrians here, which is a bit of a shame, You can actually tell that people would be walking here, like it actually seems habitable by people. And look at the public transport system as well, it's so cool to see features like this in the game. Look at that one there as well, it's amazing. And then compare that to Horizon 5, no trams, you only get a train. And the train is like a cargo train, so like it feels like nobody lives there. Like who lives in Horizon Mexico? It's weird. Now in Forza Horizon 4, you can actually experience winter, and it was actually like a proper winter. As there was snow everywhere, you'd see blizzards, and the lake actually freezes over, so you can actually drive your car on the ice. But in Horizon 5, I mean, we do have winter in Horizon 5, but it's no way near as extreme as it was in Horizon 4. Which could be seen as a good thing, but the way the whole map turns into winter in Horizon 4 was insane. It was so impressive.